Hey YouTube fragrance community, how's everybody doing? I salute you. Hopefully you're all smelling well. Today I felt like introducing a new series to my channel. I know I like to do this. I'm going to give it a little trial run here. I don't know what the title of this series is going to be, but it's going to be an interesting one. I hope you guys enjoy watching these. You guys let me know at this initial launch in the comments. Always let me know in the comments below what you think about a new series on my channel. So this one, again, I don't know the title of it yet. Basically what it is I've noticed on my channel that there is quite a lack of brand new releases and impressions from me. You guys know it's always been that way on my channel. You guys, brand new releases, sometimes I blind buy them, and then you see them in my haul videos, things like that. I give you guys like a quick impression, and that's basically the last you hear from that fragrance until 10 years later, right? When you get the full-fledged review. I know a lot of feedback from my subscribers is, hey Mark, what do you think about, you know, the Nude Autumn Pat Farron that just released, or Boss Bottle Intense that just got released, or blah 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 just got released. And there's not a lot of content on my channel per se, as far as new releases go. So this is kind of like Sample and Samples. It's all sample based, and what I decided to do is my brand new samples. They're in this jar right here, 2014 2015 releases. Most of them are right here. This is all new stuff. This is either stuff that was given to me or things like that. Also, it's samples of fragrances that I'm super interested in and that were really just released just recently. Again, Sample and Samples still have my old samples, you know, from any kind of year released, from way back in the 70s right down to, you know, 2013, we'll say. So I still have that. Sample and Samples is going strong. I got like 100 or even more of Sample and Samples that's ready to go, just shooting them. I was doing those overseas like a madman. So this is before Sample and Samples. So this video idea is, there is a lot that goes into my fragrance reviews. As you guys know, as a fragrance reviewer, some of my fellow reviewers are going to attest to this. There's a lot of work to be done before you actually shoot the video. Sampling Samples kind of gets you guys a little closer to basically where I go from sampling a fragrance right down to purchasing a fragrance. This is even before this. This video idea is fragrances that I haven't smelt yet, ever. This nose has not smelt this fragrance right here. This is fragrances that are brand new releases. Again, you're going to see a lot of 2014, 2015 here. And what's going to happen is this is going to be a Sample and Samples on my channel later on. Maybe a couple weeks later, a month later, give or take. This is just my first impression. First impressions aren't everything. They're not. They're important. Yes. I've done multiple blind buys off first impressions right away. Well, they're not blind buys, but I've done immediate purchases off one sample, and then not even the sample like fully dried on my skin. I put it on my skin. 10 seconds later, I'm purchasing a bottle. And these are from brands, of course, that I know. So like Nasomato, Amouage, Creed, brands like that. If I know that I love that initial impression, I'm probably going to really love the fragrance and I want a bottle. So a lot of that has happened. Again, initial impressions aren't everything. I've loved the fragrance in the first, you know, few minutes, and then boom, it's gone. I don't want to purchase a fragrance like that, or it's just going in whole different directions for another 8 hours. So initial impressions aren't everything, but they are something. And most of these videos that you guys are going to see from this series, if you guys enjoy this series, are fragrances that I'm interested in, brand new releases. Any fragrance head can attest, especially guys like us reviewers, we go on Lucky Scent, Indie Scent, any fragrance related website or anything. We're always checking out what's new, what's going on, who's releasing a new fragrance. We're always on top of it, and I'm no stranger to that. I'm always on top of it. I'm always looking for new brands, new fragrances, new jewels out there, and it can go by the reputation of the house, right? A lot of these fragrances that I've purchased, or these little samples, are from fragrance houses that I've already purchased from. They seem interesting to me. The note breakdown could seem interesting. The name itself of the fragrance can sell me to a sample, of course. So even though, you know, even the name, you click on the name, you take a look at the description, and it seems interesting, I'm getting a sample. So a lot of things like this go into play before even sniffing a fragrance. So let's get into it, this initial launch. So we'll see what you guys think. This initial launch, again, I kind of printed out what I look at. I might not do that in every video of this program. So this is a fragrance I've never smelt before. So you guys are going to get it on camera right now. Boom. Initial impression. Again, initial impressions aren't everything, but they're something. So this is from the brand Huitieme. Now Huitieme, I own a few from the fragrance house. The founder of this brand is Pierre Guillaume. He's the owner of Parfumerie Générale, that brand. This guy, amazing nose, has multiple brands. He's all over the place in our fragrance game. I own one of his fragrances called Sucre de Ben. A really sweet fragrance, but I absolutely love it. Review coming in 2028. So this sample is from a fragrance that was released in 2014, so a fairly new fragrance review here, or initial impression. What got my attention with this fragrance is this is a cognac based fragrance, so that really caught my attention. Again, when I'm reading this, it might not be a cognac based fragrance. It might just go swing way left field, right? So this is what's great about these initial impressions. I'm on Fragrantica right now. Pierre Guillaume is the nose behind it, of course, the owner of the brand. Cognac, it's got cognac, dried fruit, caramel, grapes, black pepper, pink pepper, amber, raspberry, tobacco. So a lot of notes that gets me excited. This might be a winner in my books, and this is where the brand, the name, the nose, and the notes really match up of everything I feel like is going to be a winner in my books. We'll see. It's got the sweet black bottle. I got the white bottle. Sucre de Ben is a white bottle. This is a woody aromatic fragrance, so we'll see. On Fragrantica, the major note on here is cognac and the dried fruit and the raspberry and the caramel. We'll say the top four. So that's a good sign. I also always look at what it's compared to. This might be right, it might be wrong, depending. It's compared to a designer fragrance, Spice Bomb. That's not a particularly bad thing. I really do enjoy Spice Bomb, but if it's very, very close to Spice Bomb, then it's a no-go, just because Spice Bomb is so much cheaper, and I already have it, by the way. So, again, these are things that I look into before even sampling. I go really quick looking at these, and then I go sample worthy. What else can I tell you guys here? I also print out what I look at Lucky Scent, and usually this is what I do on Lucky Scent. Brand new release, I go and click on it. See the price, $160. It's $160 Canadian. I always take a look at that. I take a look at the note breakdown. I take a look if there's any reviews, just to see, go really quick at the reviews and see if it's a cognac-based fragrance. And some reviews are very, very positive on this fragrance, some aren't. So again, I don't think I've named the name of the fragrance yet. So it's called Liqueur Charnelle, and it's from Huitieme. So Liqueur Charnelle. This is the sample. Again, I'm not going to go zoom in to tell you guys this is the sample. You can believe me or not, it does say it on the Lucky Scent. This is your stereotypical Lucky Scent stick sample. Not the greatest sampling, but let's see what I think. So this is probably the most important part of this video, is what I think. So I'm just going to put a little bit on my hand here. Again, what I'm going to do off camera is actually dose myself in this fragrance. It's going to be my scent of the day, and that's where sampling samples comes into play. So I can already sniff it while talking to you guys and using my hands here. So I can smell warm. It's a very warm fragrance, comforting already, kind of making me think of fall, and it's fall in Canada, so it's a good time to wear this. So it's got that warming quality that a boozy fragrance would have. Not overly boozy, so that's my first impression. It's got that fruitiness. It's not very, I don't want to say super sweet. It's not sweet. It's again, I think dried fruit is more a good way of saying it. There's a fruity aspect to this fragrance. Raspberry, yes, I'm catching that as an initial impression. Nice. Initial impression, very nice. This is something that's around my alley. Not as boozy as I expected, because cognac is supposed to be, as far as Fragrantica says. And I can start smelling, it's starting to, I can see why this is compared to Spice Bomb. I believe it's the pink pepper in both fragrances that's coming out. And it's very much softening up right now. Not a good sign for a fragrance. Again, I didn't put too much on. This is not equivalent to one spray, not even close. But it's softening up quite a bit. So the sweet, fruity aspect of this fragrance is coming out more than I wanted to. There's not really that much of a boozy aspect anymore. I don't know. As far as an initial impression right now, I would have to say I was a little more excited in the first like 5 to 10 seconds, as you can tell from the video of this impression. I don't know. We'll see once I put more on my skin and see what I get with a full wearing. And you guys are going to see in Sample and Samples. This is going to come up in Sample and Samples. I'm going to throw this one in once I'm done, completed wearing it a few times. And I'll shoot a Sample and Samples that is going to see what I truly feel about this fragrance. Does it smell like Spice Bomb? Right now, my initial impression is it's very close, very close. I think Spice Bomb has more oomph to it. Again, I didn't wear that much, so I'm going to reserve that for Sample and Samples, let you guys know what I think. I'm not overly impressed with the cognac note. It doesn't seem like this one's very boozy, unfortunately. So again, yeah, that's it. So let me know what you guys think about this series. Again, it ran a little long just because I wanted to explain everything with you guys. The next one's obviously going to be much shorter because there's no explanation. We're just going to get right into it. Let me know if you smelt this fragrance. That I'd love to hear. So yeah, let me know in the comments below. As always, what you guys think of this video. Is this something worth a shooting, or should I just do Sample and Samples and keep it that way? But yeah, my initial impression on this one, not too impressed. We'll see what we get in Sample and Sample. So thank you for watching, YouTube. Have a good one.